Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Banner Saga. Ooh, sorry for the extended break. Ran out of coffee on the coffee pot. Had to brew it, bros. Let's go to the Great Hall and see what's going down. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. I like how they were very subtle and implied the fact that the sun wasn't moving and sort of insinuated via setting what it was like. And then here they're like, P.S. guys, the sun doesn't move, get it? By the way, you don't get it. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, all there, just as promised to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd. But there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. But probably cutscene. Watch this preemptive. Can I click on things? Nope, it's cutscene. Or a loading sequence. We can't be sure. Well, oh! The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moga, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass, with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Dude, I'm gonna toast to Vognir. Hell yeah. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Vognir. Let's chat with Vognir, man. Let's chat with him. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. By the way, I'm back. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. We need a voice for Vognir that's tough. Thanks to Moger. I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you a history of his entire family? Bah ha 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 ha. He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess, for your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to harboring on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. It's starting to sound like Haycon, the famous Varl rapper. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ha ha! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Ew, gross! Oh my god, who has to do the giant? Wow. That's gonna be unpleasant. Used to be. Warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Hey-oh. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite, a casualty of merriment. Moger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir, you're needed. Sorry, Vognir, I used your voice. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure, you look well rested. This is so story heavy, man. I dig it. And I had this set to hard modes. This is like the hardest story to possibly read. Alright, what do we think about Vognir and Ludin? I think Ludin's a twat because I portrayed him that way. Vognir seems tough. He seems like a war-torn Baratheon. Or a war-worn Baratheon. It's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grovheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. World map. Click and drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows you where your caravan is in the world. You can also click on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, click X at the bottom of the screen. Oh my dude. Oh. Alright, let's first get, what's this? The Vast. The waters to the west were named not for their reach, but for their depth. Long ships lost even somewhat close to the shore, best considered gone to the depths forever. Longships. The modern longship has been constructed to be much better at hauling goods than raiding and pillaging as it used to do in the early days of men. Ever since the alliances formed by Men and Varl, there's been more need for freight than war along the west coasts, and the murky bogs of the east are of no value whatsoever. Dude, I can click on anything. Eaglehorn, one of the many spiraling towers built in the early wars against the Dredge. Eaglehorn breaks the skyline from the tip of Manahar, city of the Menders. Originally called Moonhorn, as it fell into disuse because it became home to a nest of eagles that often circle and dive for fish. Manahar! The home of the Menders, Manahar was built near Arborang, at great expense in exchange for the Menders' support at the capital and other diplomatic duties. Manahar itself, connected to the mainland by an unexpectedly stable rope bridge, houses apprentices in training. The Mender Council is a vast library of writings and unusual items the Menders have collected over time. Here's what I'm going to do. So here's me. I'm going to get some of the history of just the surrounding stuff, and then we're going to go back to play. There's so much to interact with. Holy crap ass. Alright, where were we? We were just in Strand, yeah. As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both Men and Varl compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dengler still watches over it, granting good fortune. Karl's Fjord. The fjord splitting off into Varl territory was named after Karl, the only Varl to ever become governor of Strand, albeit for only a short time before the title returned to the human families whose ancestors originally built the city. So I'm here, the Wandering Road, at the end of the First Great War. The Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Bradabreck peaks. Bradabreck is actually the noise that a machine gun makes in a comic book. Like, Bradabreck. The lands crawled a furious war-minded dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went, before forming the first Varl kingdom at Einartoft. Oh, Einartoft. Oh, it's a lovely little Einartoft. He's the last gate. When crossing the small bridge leading from the Vetterfell onto the Wandering Road marked a small but significant moment in which the Varl truly separate itself from humanity in search of their own lands. Vetterfell. Named Bad Weather, the gales that blow in from the bay and around the mountain peaks keep Vetterfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was the kind of person who would live there, men cast out from Strand for one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. Let's look at one more thing. Oh. Yeah. Dude, these maps. Oh, this is so cool. Hraun. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hraun used to be the gathering place of dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves. preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men in the south. Now the territory is almost entirely Varl. Exited. Vognir says we head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. What's Hakon sound like? Oh, you should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take this ships to Skrimerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. Could have shown you all the wonders of Skrimerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints, dredging glaciers. You like glaciers? This is not the right voice for him.
A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints.
I don't know. Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside. The tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Hey-o! Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Does that mean he has a tiny penis? Isn't wick one of those oldie-time termies for a wiener? Isn't that what that means? Because that's exactly what this looks like. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Which makes sense. Hakon is a giant with horns. I wouldn't expect it to be a tender one.
Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vermerval. We're lucky.
I don't know. Camp. Camp's where you manage a caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking camp. While in camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies. So only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Click leave. I'm not allowed to do anything except click the hero's tent. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. Click a unit to view stats. To promote. Promote. He's a rank 1 Warhawk. Gun Elf. What's this? This is history? Oh, okay. I gotta click this. Click on the ability button to learn about the unit's abilities. There's Tempest. Oh, cool. The Warhawk uses his I mean, we know what that is. Oh, which can turn cause chain reaction destruction using close quarters. Oh, wait. Passive ability? I didn't know. Huh. Keeping the Warhawk out of harm's way until late in the fight will maximize his effectiveness. LOLOL. Oh, LOLOL. What's this other one? Heavy impact. The warrior hits so hard that enemies standing adjacent to his target on a strength attack take 1 strength damage from the shockwave. Hitting a large target like a Varl or a Dredge takes up 4 tiles can potentially cause an impact across many more victims than hitting a single squared target such as a Hunam. Promote. The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battle start a journey. Am I sure I want to promote for 5 renown? No. He's injured. What are the... Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, here's stuff about Gunnulf. When Ubin became the Varl King's tax collector, he was given an entourage of bodyguards to help transport gold. Gunnulf was the only one for the original group alive. So let me go back. So can I promote anyone? Oh, Luden. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh, hey Khan. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Hey Khan. Oh my. Oh, Moger. Moger the ogre. Okay, what are my items? I don't have any items. Oh Jesus. Oh shit, I rested another day. I gotta rest more. I need to rest. Okay, so I'm just gonna rest 2 more days. So he's good to go. Nice. Let's promote him. Continue. Hell yeah. That is the least satisfying promotion I have ever experienced. Are you kidding me? I should promote, and it's just like, okay, he is. And I'm like, but is it, how, but why doesn't he, where's the fireworks? Where are the explosions? Okay. Oh! 2 points available? What do I want him to do? 2 points available. I gotta upgrade. What's the second number? Stats mat is the current amount of points added to this character. Okay. We're gonna give him a little exertion. We're gonna add some strength. Why not? Seems good. Is no one ready for promotion? Who's that guy in my first? This is literally everyone I have. Alright. Okay. No! No! Shit!
Name means bad weather.
Fucking no!
Frozen wind sweeps in from the bay.
No,
they
I
tend
want to go to camp.
livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go.
I know.
Why
No,
else would
I could
anyone
have trained.
stay?
I just
We
clicked the
won't
wrong
stop
thing.
long.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do any of that. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Ah. 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 Well, it's okay, the peasants. By Hatterbarg, there's a lot of Arl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. I didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? I wouldn't know. My boys have seen them in the hills, carrying them away. I don't know anyone who can hoist the whole cow by himself. Shit, I don't want to do a voice for Mogger, man. Ugh. I don't know any of their voices. Scaflings out here, maybe. Could they have a Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. I mean, forget hundreds of
Shut up! Hear that? Where's Luden?
It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off in a run. Clicking any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Now select the next waypoint. This is often useful when you need to avoid certain tiles. Oh my god, what's that? Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Nice, standard. Now, press tab or click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Now click the enemy to target. Oh. I like that. Armor blocks attacks on strength. For each point that is an enemy's armor is higher than your strength, there is a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown.
Attack the enemy!
Who am I? I'm looting right now? Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Yes! Luden died. Yes. This is a good day. Alright, let's see this. Now let's tab this sucker on. So I'm gonna keep a pretty even sweep. I'm just gonna walk up here. What's Sundering Impact do?